again. I don't really know, but I feel like I'm ready to take the next step and find out,
It's scary. I mean, when I went through 2 programs, and the first time I got out, I thought, okay, I got this. And I clean for 9 months. I was an alcoholic, or I am an alcoholic. But after 9 months, my brain screwed with me, or I let it screw with me, and it said, you could probably have a couple of drinks. And at the time, it seemed so reasonable to me. And I had a couple of drinks, and it was like, that didn't do that much. I could have a couple more drinks, and I was off to the races again. And it was just, and controlling your stupid thinking errors that you've had for a long time is really difficult.
I get where you're coming from with that, because I did the same thing too. Like, I got out, and it would be like Russian roulette is the only way I can describe it, because not every time that I convinced myself that it's okay to have a kratom shot, it's okay to have a beer, it's okay to take 1 extra Adderall, Not every single time that I do that did I just spiral immediately. I would actually be okay sometimes, and then I would try it again, maybe in just the slightly wrong mentality, and I'd be like, nope, I need a little more. I didn't feel what I needed to feel from it. I'm still way too in my thoughts, and then before I know it, I'm getting kicked out of wherever place I'm at, having to call my dad from jail, and I put my family through absolute hell. My dad, my stepmom Santos, who I call my mother, and all my little siblings, and I'm finally getting all that back, and it just reminds me of everything that I've got going for me. Like, if they're trying this hard for me, I must be worth saving. So I'm trying to hold on to that and really show them and myself that I can do it this time, because they deserve that, and I feel like I do too. My dad has done so much for me, and I've put him through absolute hell. And
at the time you're doing it, though, you don't really think about it, do you?
No.
I mean, I hurt so many people, and at the time I was doing it, I didn't think about the fact.
Yeah.
And it's only when you get sober and you have some semi-long-term recovery that you think back and you think, God, did I do all that?
Oh, God. It's brutal thinking about that. But at the same time, I think it's mostly me shaming me about it and not them. They just want to see me do all right. And I feel like I'm getting it all back. Little things like, since I've been talking to my dad and my little brother again, I went to breakfast with my dad and little brother 3 weeks ago. And it was just cool because my little brother told me that he loved me, and he was happy to see me. I'm gonna get choked up if I talk about it, but
that's significant.
Like he said it before, but I felt like this is one that was just completely unprovoked. Like, nobody was like, say goodbye, you know what I mean? Like,
you probably felt more deserving of it too. Now
I felt like I'm doing right by him and doing right by everybody else, so I felt like maybe I was in a spot to actually receive it. And it felt like everything that I needed to hear. I mean, since he was born, I feel like from the time that he was actually able to really think about who I am, I've always just been a complete mess, and he's only ever seen me tripping over myself or in psychosis or drunk or trying to get myself together and being angry at the world, and then just trying back in his life. And I want him to know who I really am and know that he's got a brother that's looking out for him. And I got a little nephew, my sister Zoe. She's going through quite a bit too, and I'm trying to be what I need to be for me, so that if there's any way I can help them go, guide them away from anything I've had to go through, if anything else, learn from my mistakes, then
with your intensity, you can accomplish anything you want in the world.